So what is your name?
My name is Russel Smith.
And where are you from?
I'm from Eugene, Oregon, right here. This is where I was born.
And how long have you been sleeping outside for?
I was sleeping outside now for about 8 years.
What? How long?
Okay, this is not your interview.
Sorry, but we've been together for almost 5 and you were not sleeping outside when I met you. Sorry.
That's okay.
I think I might have slept outside a couple times before I met you. I don't know.
Sweetheart, you've been sleeping consistently every day outside for 4 years. That's how long. We haven't had an option to go in for that long.
I stand corrected.
And how's it been? Can you talk about your experiences?
Okay, all right. It wasn't always like this. I've had problems in the past that I've overcome, and in '99 I went to prison for 3 years for burglary. I was sentenced for burglary, but I went to boot camp, and I only did a year. When I got out of boot camp, I was clean for 10 years, and I got married, bought a house. But then the ex-wife, I don't know, she got hit by a car and got into trying to be happy. I don't know, and I was I don't know what happened, but she got hooked on painkillers.
What are you talking about, your ex-wife?
Painkillers, and
okay.
yes, and
Wham.
anyways, we got divorced, and so I got a lawyer and bought her out.
Okay.
Anyways, but I got the house, and I said there with my daughter for a little bit, and rented out some rooms, and that's how I paid her off. But she got her equity because she took out a lot. She took out a lot of credit cards in my name, and I paid them back with the second mortgage. But so I lost the house. But my daughter got college and married before that. So, but then I just kind of backslid. And that's what I've been doing.
And how was your experience, like, once you were released, if you don't mind talking about that?
Well, my experience was, it was actually right across the street was when it happened, and it was in
Are you talking about an incarceration experience?
I'm talking about when I got out of boot camp.
Oh, I see.
It was '99. Okay, I had just done a year. I did 6 months waiting to go to boot camp. 6 months in boot camp. So I saved 2 years off my of my life. A 3-year sentence that I got sentenced to 36 months. I did a year, and then when I got out, you're on transitional leave for 90 days. Meaning that if you do anything
that was ages ago.
that they can take you back and make you do the rest of your time.
Anyways,
I made it. And I was so clean. Mr. Clean was pissed. I mean, I met this girl at the Amy, and we got married and bought a house in Springfield, and I thought it was great.
He's only been married.
And then I found out for real how great it was.
What would you say are the biggest barriers or hardest parts of experiencing homelessness?
When it gets really cold.
That's true.
And and you get wet.
Yeah,
and you have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
That's and there's nobody. It sucks. Or when you need to use the bathroom and you have no bathroom.
That sucks too. Yeah.
And have you experienced any difficulties with, like, the police and harassment from them?
I've had them tell me that I can't stay in the park, and tell me not to stay on private property. But I think that in Eugene they're understanding of the situation. That I guess a lot of people are in. But the thing that bothers me is that the people that are in this situation, including myself, are not doing anything to change anything, and they're staying. And it's because of their problems, and I don't know, their incentive and their spirit. They're.
Can you elaborate on that a little more?
Boot camp was a good program, and I benefited from it greatly. We did a lot of we studied a lot of cognitive thinking errors, and just keeping ourselves
I knew you were active.
Keeping ourselves straight.
You're not.
Anyways, when I got out of boot camp, I was so clean. Mr. Clean was pissed. I mean, it was just. I didn't even think about. I made it through transitional leave because I didn't want to go back and do the rest of my sentence. But I got married, got a house, and was working. I got my old job back that I had before I left at Western Panel, and me and my family were happy. I was happy. I didn't want to lose what I had. Because I had a house and just a little, some responsibility.
Would anybody like a cigarette?
When I started chewing at work, I started chewing on the snus pouches, and I was worried that my daughter would notice that I had them, you know, and I'm sure she did know, but
What?
Leanna, she knew I was chewing and stuff, because I started smoking again, and I kind of slid backwards, you know, and I started, you know,
Oh,
going through the divorce, and you know.
His daughter's 29, almost 30. She'll be 30 on June, what, 3rd?
One of her boyfriends or something came and knocked on my window one night, and it was, and I gave him such a hard time. I walked out there and I said, dude, you need to get this straight. This is Leanna's window. I pointed it. I said, this is my window. I said, this is real critical. You need to get this straight. He was drunk, I think. But I fucked with him a little bit. I fucked with him, and Leanna said, don't, please, Dad, don't don't give him a hard time. But I did. I made sure he was going to remember that.
How has Corona affected your living situation?
Corona? Well, it's...
Been awesome.
Really?
You know, I don't know. I've tried to you know, stay, keep distant from people, and you know, and not, you know, go to places where there's crowds of people.
I think physical
But
distancing is different.
it makes me think. It's a think thing. You know, I really don't know. When I thought that it was kind of like a creepy science fiction book when it first started. It was like, is this stuff even real? Because I heard that there was something about the 5G network. Okay, what the heck does this got to do with cell phones? You know, and it's like, wow, you know, and I still think there's something going on. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
Make a good point there, baby doll.
Yeah. We actually, one of the last interviews we did, this lady was telling us about how, like...
Salt Lake City.
Yeah, and she was talking about how, like, she noticed people have been just going missing, like, overnight, and people that she's been talking to, and she thinks it's, like, correlated with Corona and everything going on.
You know what? That's something that when somebody is you know, in the town you live in or whatever that you're friends with is gone, and nobody knows what. It's that's weird stuff.
That's scary.
It's scary stuff.
That is scary.
You know.
How is the homeless community in Eugene specifically? Are people nice to each other, help each other out? Or is there a lot of stealing?
People are criddling, freaking garbage leaving bums a lot of times. The good ones are few and far between, but there are good hobos out here.
Okay, here's
Most of them are pieces of shit, though.
here's what pisses me off when I'm in my tent with my girlfriend, and some guy comes walking by and he wants to, you know, peek and see who's in there. Hey, what's going on? And smiling at my girlfriend, you know, trying to further say, you know, you guys got a cigarette or anything that I can get from you? You know, and anyways, you got some money and you know, Marilyn, okay, she's not like me. She is bad.
I'm not a good
She is, and so you know.
Some
I
people
thought
call me Queen Shit of Turd Island.
I thought the crazy ones were fun, and she taught me how fun. She's the one that learned me how much fun
I'm
they
just
had.
an extremist. I like definitive color. I live in black and white, no gray area. People find that hard to chew on sometimes. Some people find it adorable. I've got a huge fan club in Monica.
She's really
Try
smart.
to get people to call me Snake Kitty. Just like me.
Snake Kitty. I like that. Snake Kitty. I'll call you Snake Kitty.
She's a lot smarter than I when I met her than I thought she was. I don't know.
Anything else you want to add or talk about?
No, I take responsibility for where I'm at, and you know, and yeah, I believe that.
He's a sweet guy.
I don't know.
He's a good guy too.
That I will overcome some of the things that are challenging me and get through this.
Thank you for sharing.